Good morning, good morning, good morning. On my way to work, make up a little time at the office. I leave a couple of hours early throughout the week, and I want to make it up on my day off. Nothing reporting silver. I think when I looked at silver, it was $18 and change a troy ounce. Cryptos, stagnant right now. They're up, they're down a few cents. Nothing new to report. So after I make up the hours, I'm gonna hit the gym. It's leg day, pre-workout, ready, locked and loaded. Lock and loaded, pre-workout, leg day. Start off with some, normally the compound movements normally first, then you do your accessory work. For me, for squats, I find that doing my accessory work first and then doing my hardest exercise last works better for me. I'll switch on and off, back and forth every other few months or so, just to switch things up, you know, shock the muscles and whatnot. But that's not what you're tuned in for. So check this out. It's always the left side of the aisle that's doing this lately. It's the new business model of getting elected in their eyes. The old man in charge, he did it. He campaigned from his basement. Every now and then he'd pop his head out of the hole, and like a handful of people would show up for his speech, his rally. Woo! A whole dozen people. A rally, you know. And he'd hide back in there, and he'd have an excuse. It's COVID. I'm scared of COVID. Well, if you were scared of COVID, why are you even coming out for the dozen people that were there? You're on a stage by yourself, separated by armed guards. Excuse me. There's another 20, 30 feet between you and the stage. What are you afraid of? No, it was an excuse. Not to debate, not to be seen by even your own peers as being weak. See, you don't want your any possible voter to see that you're actually an imbecile. So what do? You hide in the basement, metaphorically, with an excuse. It's COVID. I had a stroke. You know, I'm not well. You know, if you're not well, you shouldn't be running. So John Featherman is doing the same thing in Pennsylvania. I just had a Joe Biden moment. I couldn't say Pennsylvania. He has an excuse for not debating Dr. Oz. But yet, and he's using the same old excuse, you know, I'm just not feeling well enough. But yet, John Featherman, a Democrat, is going out every day to hand-picked rallies. What do I mean by hand-picked? Only friendlies. He goes to the communities that he knows are in his favor to get airtime on television. See, look, I'm out. He's not well enough to debate. And that's the subject of this video. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. There's more to come. So he won't debate because he doesn't want the viewers of the debate to see how much of an imbecile he is. Here in Arizona, we have a race for governor. Katie, and I urge you all to Google this, Katie Hobbs versus Kari Lake. Now, Kari Lake is not really the point of the subject. Has been endorsed by Donald Trump, admittedly. But Kari Lake, when she speaks, sounds so eloquent, so knowledgeable, so educated. And when you listen to, and I urge you all, if you can find some videos of Katie Hobbs speaking, sounds like a sixth grader with still her preteen voice, you know, that high-pitched, you know, that kind of high-pitched, squealy, every teenager has, both, you know, guys and gals. She still has it. She is doing the same thing that John Featherman is doing. She is refusing to get on the same stage as Kari Lake. Katie Hobbs is refusing to get on. First of all, first it was like this. I refuse to debate her. No explanation, and the rat bastards in the news media outlets won't ask a question. Why? Oh, okay, you refuse to debate her. And then they let it go. Because they don't want, they're on her side too. The Democrats they're being helped by the news media outlets. So when they say something, there's never a rebuttal question. Why? Oh, okay, you don't want to debate. Okay, next question. So Kari Lake was then shamed. I'm sorry. Katie Hobbs was then shamed into refusing to do a debate by the public here in Arizona. So what does Katie Hobbs do? She's after not attending several debates, Katie Hobbs finally says, okay, but I want to do it my way. I don't want to get on the same stage as her. I want to do it separately. Well, then that's not a debate, right? You're not debating nobody if your opponent's not on the same stage. Now, I want you to know something else about Katie Hobbs. As I mentioned earlier, running for governor of Arizona, she would not even debate her fellow Democrats before somehow winning the nominee. Somehow she won up against her own Democrats without even, she refused, flat out, I refuse, I am not debating anybody. Either the fucking, excuse my language, either the voting system is rigged or the people are really stupid. Maybe a combination of both. So back to Katie Hobbs and Kari Lake. She wants to debate separately, not on the same stage. Well, that's ludicrous. So what is it about debating that is so important? Because that's really the important part of an intelligent decision that a voter would make. Debating, it's like a boxing match, right? It's a mental boxing match that you watch to see who has better ideas. When you spar each other verbally with ideas, the viewer gets to see who is weak, who is shady, maybe corrupted, but who has the better ideas. And when you refuse to debate, that means you have no ideas. See, Katie Hobbs has been running on the same campaign as every other Democrat. No ideas. I have no ideas, but I can tell you the conservatives are dangerous people. They're an enemy of the state. They're homophobe. They're this phobe and they're that phobe. They're dangerous people, and that's why you should vote for me. All right, enough of that. I just want to point out that it just seems like the Democrats are always the ones that are, I'm just not able to debate. I'm just not feeling well. You know, I'm just not feeling well. But yet you see them out all the time in their friendly, in communities that are friendly to them. Will not attend a rally where there's a mixed bag. It's a real shame. It's a real shame, and I challenge you to find a fucking. There I go again. I'm cussing. When it comes to politics, I do apologize. I get a little emotional, but I challenge you all to find a Republican that says I refuse to debate. I challenge y'all to find one. Anyway, gotta run. Another video coming. Take care.